A few months ago, this happened on one of my streams.
Tell me.
I did only one fight per series because I thought that was more interesting.
Nice.
Yeah, I did the same thing. Yes, yeah.
Okay. It's gonna be YUJI bathroom fight.
What?
No, you don't need. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
No, I know.
Yo, that's it. Good fire, good.
Right.
Oh, that's
It
gold.
just sounds funny. Usually bathroom fights. Like,
like he, like there was a booty war. He dropped the soap and he's going in with his demon. Like, yo, not today, yo, not today.
Give me your ass. You see me looking at you. Give me your ass.
What's the Booty Warriors domain expansion? God damn.
It's actually a prison cell. Like you're not escaping.
The charge is yours.
Literally a few months ago, Ice Blue Pheasant had this fight, YUJI versus CHOSO, aka the YUJI bathroom fight, in his top 15 favorite fights. And here I am making a video on this fight since this fight was lit. Yo, this was a really good fight, man. Oh, yo, people have been hyping up this arc to all heaven. And so far, keywords obviously, so far this arc hasn't missed, bro. And this fight between YUJI and CHOSO, unironically, is the best fight in the entire anime so far. That may be a stretch. Toji versus Gojo was outstanding, but it was half an episode. In the last season, you had great fights going on here and there. You have Todo and YUJI versus Hanami, Nanami and YUJI versus Mahito, Sukuna versus Megumi. Like, there's been a lot of good fights, but woo! CHOSO? CHOSO was the one. Even though we had Mekamaru and Mahito have Tengen, Toppan, Gurren Lagann activity, Neon Gents activity, it was CHOSO and YUJI. That was the one. CHOSO was essentially doing the blood manipulation stuff that Kamo, the one guy from Toto's clique, the other Jujutsu school, Kamo wasn't noteworthy. In my personal opinion, last season, Kamo really wasn't noteworthy. He was kind of, eh. And honestly, keep it a stack too, so was CHOSO. Him and the group were not looking so hot when they were fighting against Gojo Satoru up until Mahito came in there with all those transfigured humans. Though, to be fair, this is the pretty boy wonder we're talking about here. When you're fighting against the honored one, okay, fine. We'll give you some credit for surviving literally the man that graces the bosom of Buddha. So, fair enough. We'll give you some credit. And I also want to give credit to officially some of the staff that were involved in the creation of this episode of JJK, since in these videos, I do try and give credit where credit is due. So the staff list includes Kazuto, Arai, Takumi, Suna Kohara, Kosuke or Kosuke, Kato, Tetsuya Takeuchi, Satoshi Sakai, Remy EDA, Henri Yamazaki, Shiori Nakasone, Kaori Aikida, Hiro Yuki Sugawara, Maring Sung, I think it's Mion or Miyun. Then you have Juni, Von OBA, Hoodie Boy and Dr. Hoodie Boy and Dr. Bean. So to take those with a grain of salt because I'm not too sure about those. Fei Huang, Nothing Yukun, and that is what I got for the most part I can read for the list. So in general, I gotta thank everybody that was a part in the creation of this episode of Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. I was gonna do more research into like who made the episode, but as an anime-only watcher, doing JJK research can be very tricky and quite risky. And no, don't ask me about, no. At this point in time, I have no plans of reading the Jujutsu Kaisen manga past where the anime is at. I do plan on reading the manga at some point in the near future to where the anime is at, but not past that point, no. And this episode is another example why MAPPA continues to cash in on the JJK studliness. And I don't see a reason why I should read the manga outside of just knowing what's gonna happen before the anime gets to it. Ultimately speaking, the anime, when they get to it, they tend to do a pretty phenomenal job. When they, overall, maybe some things are better than the manga here and there, but right now I'd say the anime is just outstanding. So a few things I liked during this fight a lot were CHOSO actually recycling his blood during the hallway section, where it felt like he was using that in some ways as a blinding mechanism on YUJI. The piercing blood, the way they made that look, yo, the piercing blood was out of pocket powerful, especially when it was like, this is Mach 1 over here. Chairman Netero activity. And when I thought about it, YUJI didn't look necessarily so good during the bathroom section when you think about how Mechamaru helped him out and he still couldn't beat CHOSO. But at the same time, when the fight first started, when he was literally free-falling and just hit the ground, the piercing blood beam was already at YUJI's forearm when he was trying to block. He starts off the fight with literally a hole in his left arm. And during the entire fight, please watch it again, you can notice how YUJI is not using his left arm that much. Outside of blocking, he does not use his left arm that much up until he tries to get that one major shot on CHOSO, which ultimately fails. And also, that piercing blood attack is the same attack that Kamo does use against Hanami at the very beginning of episode 19 in the last season. So, Kamo, again, who? It's hard to recall Kamo, but I don't plan on forgetting this CHOSO fight with YUJI anytime soon. And also, the way that YUJI jumped to determine the speed of CHOSO's piercing blood, and then CHOSO takes the bait. In a way, he did get Honored One vibes.
I alone am the Honored One.
Cool, but I think low-key pretty funny moment. What was definitely cool though, was that when he fired off that piercing blood beam, and then he made that ring, and then Yuji's running in the center of that ring in a 2D way, that was actually a very cool shot. And then finally up, we're actually gonna see the damage from that left side perspective. That thought was very cool. But what was undeniably the coolest part of this whole fight were the hands. Oh, the hands! I want to say I haven't seen hands that good since Naruto and Sasuke versus the, what was the guy? I actually forgot his name. Think! Momoshiki? I think so, yeah, oh my god. Boruto's horrible. It's horrible. But people only watch Boruto when Naruto and Sasuke do something. I digress. These guys had hands. And as far as I understand, one of the animators or the directors that were in charge of the episode, they used the raid as references to this fight between YUJI and CHOSO. And I personally have not seen the raid. I have seen a lot, trust me, I've seen a lot of martial arts movies. I've seen all the Kill Bill stuff, Jet Li's Hero, Ip Man 1 and 2, like damn near all the Tony Jaa, Thai Warrior stuff, Kung Fu Hustle. I have seen so many martial arts films. I have not seen the raid. I need to see it at some point. And I have heard it's really damn good. That's why I tweet about it, because those references in this fight, I can respect it. Even though I haven't seen it, as a martial arts movie fan, I can absolutely respect it. Also, another callback too, the flowing red scales that we see CHOSO use are once again the same thing that Kamo did in episode 18 of JJK last season when he fought against Fushiguro. And essentially, basically, it's some Gear 2 doping. So because of CHOSO's studliness in this episode, I now recall a lot more of what Kamo did in season 1, even though Kamo, again, he's kind of a sleeper. Keep it in the stack. Also, following that One Piece trend, shout outs to the red blood hockey that this man CHOSO had going on after acknowledging that YUJI's 3 shots that he took did do quite a bit of damage to him, but still nonetheless committed to the fight, even at risk of getting spontaneous venous thrombosis, which are these blood clots that can form given certain situations. And also very similar to Hunter x Hunter, throughout this entire fight, the narration was very important and very nice. As a big Hunter x Hunter fan, I can respect that. So CHOSO gets respect, and then they continue the hands. Bro, the hands were really damn good, where we incorporate feints, like with CHOSO's tooth. You have YUJI still not using his left hand that much just for blocking. YUJI, he loved those drop kicks. WWE drop kicks during the entire fight. But then after CHOSO brings out the Wolverine claws, does that swipe, what does this man usually do? Does that split dodge and duck? Oh, that was nice! And then the previous section, when CHOSO did that whole blood meteorite thing, that glob of blood that went through YUJI's liver, which was a very smart play on his part, very smart play. And one of the few times I see that Japanese garment, that cloth on the sleeve be pretty useful because it stopped the sprinklers from bursting apart the blood. This man CHOSO, in the middle of the fight, that hole he made earlier in the fight, puts his finger in Yuji's hole, pause. In the one that he made, he just shoves it in there. Ooh. Just in knowing that, just imagine the pain. Ooh. That I'm surprised Yuji didn't pass out right then and there. But again, Yuji is a freak of nature, and we've been known this episode 1. He's breaking shot put world records episode 1. Freak. But I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, because he is our boy, and we want our boy to catch that W. Unfortunately, ooh, he called the L. And the setup using his left arm, that was kind of a dummy arm the entire fight, blocking CHOSO's vision, trying to get that shot off, but no, little did he know that CHOSO's red hockey game was far better than even he anticipated. And he actually blocked, dude, that block to the side? Woo! Yeah, it was good. And if you notice too, the lead up to that punch is the sort of same music cadence that we heard in episode 24 of season 1 when Kugisaki and Yuji do their black flashes. It's the same musical cadence. But this time, no black flash! Overall, this fight, I thought, it's one of the best fights this year. And that's saying something, that's saying a lot. Because there were some fantastic fights across so many different shows I have seen this year, without a doubt. But this for sure is one of the best fights I've seen in 2023. And this is very, very, very likely the best fight in JJK so far in the anime. Though I will not lie, the ending was weird. The ending was weird, right? I have some theories here or there, but I'm pretty sure the cats that read the manga already know what's going on. But that was weird. The same kind of vibes that Todo got, but that was different because Todo got the answer that he wanted from Yuji about how, well, Yuji likes tall girls with big asses, some of that sort. And he has this whole vision of seeing him with Yuji in high school, my besto friendo. Todo is a weird guy. So Todo, okay, understandable. CHOSO? Level-headed, I want to kill you for my brothers. CHOSO going through something similar that Todo did? Like, wait, what? So now it feels like there's something going on with Yuji particularly that is sort of causing these moments to happen. What's his name in Bleach? Is he like, I think his name is Tsukishima in Bleach, where essentially he could like tamper with your memories in some way? Maybe? No spoilers, hey, whoa, no spoilers in the comment section down below, because I am an anime-only watcher of JJK. I will even pin that comment, no spoilers. But that being said, let me know what you thought on this episode of JJK. I think it was outstanding. I was like a 9.5 out of 10, honest to God. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and click on that bell to join the notification squad. I'm gonna catch you cats on the flip side.
See you. Bye-bye.